Glasgow. What? Saturday night, Glasgow. Thank you. Yes, welcome along. The Hydro. Wow, this place. 16 nights I'm doing here. 16. Thank you, good people, for that. 16. One Direction, only doing 2. I'm doing 16. Yes. I'll get Harry Styles on the phone. All right, KFIN, any chance you can tap us a score? We're here. It is DVD night, looking well. Everybody looking resplendent. Need to look your best Christmas Day, sitting watching it, pausing it, trying to find yourself. There's Big Gordon for next door. Who's that he's sitting beside? That's no Stacey. Big Gordo, the shagger. The dark horse. Well done for coming to something. Well done. Good of you. Well done. It's difficult coming to something. I don't underestimate for a second the challenges involved. It's a lot of effort. I don't think we ever take the time to show our appreciation for the heroes in there, the unsung heroes, people amongst you who organise these nights, people who know when shit goes on sale, people who sit on Ticketmaster, page cannot be displayed, server timed out. The people who compose that original group text, assembling the troops, the people who dared to dream that a night out could be possible. Sitting, dealing with people's replies, trickling in, sucking at the enthusiasm. Oh, Kevin Bridges, oh, what night is it? Where is it? How much is it? What time does it start? What time does it finish? Who else is going? Who else is going? What a fucking snide inquiry. That's when the organisers faced with the internal politics of the social circle. Your night out needs a big name to confirm. A headline act, an A-lister, pal. A crackpot, disco, Rizo, Nasher, somebody that can turn your night out into 4 nights out. It's only wee Scobie going so far. I know he's a wee prick, but he'll drive. Welcome along, front row. How we doing? You all right? Looking good? How you doing, sir? You all right, mate? You can reply, mate. It's live. It's not the fucking telly yet. We're only making a DVD. It's not actually the DT's fizz. That 3D telly's a fucking beauty. Good man. What's your name, sir? You're not telling me. All right, that's good. What's his name, mate? Fucking grass him in since he's not telling me. Johnny. Johnny. You settling for that, Johnny? All right, it's only a comedy show, Johnny. You're not getting booked by the police. It's just a wee... Camera right on Johnny there. That's it, mate. You make him feel like shit for that. There we go. That's Johnny, everybody. Tell your name to the camera, Johnny. Good man. Welcome along, Johnny. I like a night out. I'm getting to that age. I'm grown up. I've got mates, getting married and having children. This is new to me. My life's changing. You don't get a night out as often. The weekend is no longer an excuse in itself. You don't get a night out. It's rare. But when they happen, it's a rollover and they go on far too long. I think anybody can party like the newly married man, the new father. I hear One Direction singing. They're gonna go crazy, crazy, crazy. Until they see the sun and rappers singing, gonna party until 6 in the morning. All these parties that have got scheduled end times. That's not what happens when your mates start getting married and having children and you get a night out. They go on far too fucking long. People don't want to go back to the life that they're creating for themselves. Mayhem ensues at the suggestion of a 6 in the morning curfew. He's want to call it a night. Want to fuck, man. 1 more hour. The spar's open. We'll go and get cans. The adult empty. It's a bleak affair. The empty. 10 years on. Some paranoid wreck walking through your living room looking for a Nokia charger. "17 missed calls. I better fucking text her." Highlights of a game of FIFA on the PlayStation that was finished about 3 hours ago. Still playing. 2 guys snorting cocaine, talking about a fight they had in primary school. Listen, I'm fucking glad we sorted that tonight, bud. Me and all, mate, I was out of order that playtime. I was out of order. 35-year-old guy still using expressions like playtime. That was me, it was out of order, mate. I'm the one that kept throwing fizzy-cola bottles at you. I knew. You had to be seen to be doing something about that, mate. I understand. You never need to call us a VL, but that was out of order on your part. At 6 in the morning, Nokia guy arguing with his missus by text. "I told you I was having a mad one." His only justification for having a mad one. He fucking told her he was having a mad one. And then staying on the offensive. I thought you were going to your mum's to watch Strictly anyway. It's fucking 6 o'clock in the morning, Ryan. How the fuck am I supposed to know what time Strictly finishes? Then looking at the telly, looking at the PlayStation, thinking it's fucking Sky Sports. Here, when did Motherwell beat Colombia? That's fucking some result for the well, isn't it? Colombia have their full team playing, aye? I should stock money on that. 7 red cards. Is there a bit of needle between the two? 6 in the morning. That's tough. Watching guys grow up against their will. Watching somebody going through an old VHS case that's been used as a joint rolling station for years. Raking through the paraphernalia, trying to find something smokable. There's a bit of green in there, press my finger on that. There's plenty here, gentlemen, the night is but young. A bit of green stuff, tobacco, scrape that in. Hells, there's always hells in the rolling tray. I thought I'll put the pubes in, who gives a fuck? Lying there in emotional purgatory, trying to get a knackered disposable lighter to work, the only lighter in the party. Them big long flicks, come on you piece of shit. Eventually getting a bit of blue flame and going yes. And then the S blows it straight back out again. It's hard to watch a married man lighting a pube joint off the toaster. Do you take drugs, Johnny? There's a cameraman, that's it. You hinder his future employment prospect. I'm only joking now. I don't take drugs. I used to smoke weed, Johnny. I used to smoke. I get busted. You know how I get caught? We were having fajitas one Sunday as a family, and I rolled a fucking belter. And it aroused far too much suspicion. From that day forward, I was under surveillance. It was evident I had obtained these skills elsewhere, no doubt through illicit activity, as this was the first time we had ever sampled Mexican cuisine as a family. MSN Messenger, like that was the very first... That was the original social media, right? And that were easier days. Yeah, if somebody asked you to send a photograph of yourself on MSN Messenger, sorry, I don't have a scanner. Right, it was simpler time. You never had kids becoming image obsessed because only about 12 photographs of you existed in the 90s. You're not going to send one of them to a girl you're talking to online. This is me and my dad on a pedalo in Mallorca. An hour goes by, only 17% of the photograph has downloaded down the screen. Trying to keep the conversation going whilst looking at the top 17% of you and your dad. Just your wee plastic tube round your neck where you kept your potatoes. I'll send the rest later. My mum has to use the house phone. It was never designed as a habitat where relationships could grow, the internet, right? You get all these wee dweebs. If they fancy somebody, they can just click like on a few of their pictures or send a direct message. And that is what creates a generation of these wee horned up sex gremlins, these fucking apprenticed rapists who are being created because they have never handled rejection face to face. They have never received a knockback from point blank range. Right? They've never felt the emotions walking up to the girl that you fancy in a school disco, feeling your heart bursting through your Sergio Tacchini polo shirt. I'm not even a fucking clutcher here. It's bursting right through. Your cheap, shitty Spar hair gel starts running into your eyes as you're sweating. Your mouth's dry, there's a cold bit of sweat going down your spine. You feel it trickle right into your arse crack as you're advancing on the potential love of your life. And you knew you had fucked it up as soon as you arrived there. The way you were presenting yourself, you knew you had fucked it. But before you knew it, the words were leaving your mouth. Would you get off with me? Time would slow down. You would hear yourself saying the words. Hanging in there for the slight chance that she'll say yes, and it was always no. And it was painful, it was humiliating, it crushed you, but you had faced the fear. You never called her a bitch. You respected her decision. You respected yourself. You had conquered the fear. You were getting back in the game. Would any of your friends get off with me? You were rising from the ashes like a phoenix here. Listen, if you hear of anybody who wants to get off with me, just spread the word. Big Kev's in the corner, eating a Freddo, drinking a Capri Sun, looking for love. That's it. Fuck social media. It's time. The time is up. It's fucking destroying people's lives. Fuck it, right? We need a revolution. Right? Or they at least need to stop calling it social media, in my opinion, because there's nothing social about it. Right? You don't want to socialise in these places. If Facebook, hey, exactly, if Facebook was a pub, you would probably have a look around and go, it's full of pricks in here. Let's go somewhere else. Right? Simple as that. As soon as you view it in those terms, the illusion disappears and it's a lot more straightforward to disconnect. If your Facebook page was a pub, would you sit in a pub? A guy you went to school with trying to sell Herbalife, would you sit in that fucking pub? Your second cousin who wants to be a blogger and she can only speak to people in inspirational quotations, would you sit in that fucking pub?
Well, guys, I just believe that yesterday is history and tomorrow is a mystery. You know, I really believe that. Isn't that such a nice thing to believe?
You'd get a fucking jerry can full of petrol and go back and torch that pub. a guy you work beside whose gran died years ago, and he mentions it every time he needs a few likes. No, he's sick. Fuck. No, just having a sad day today, guys. I'm having a really sad day. I'm just thinking of you, Gran. I know you're up there, Gran. Hooring out your dead Gran for attention. Right, the lowest of the low here. Right, I know that sounds a bit harsh, but fuck these people. Right,
Gran, I know you're up there, and every day is another day closer to seeing your face again, Gran. And I just want to say, Gran, that I love you and miss you, and I know you're looking down on me, Gran, and I know you're proud of me and everything I'm doing, and I'm so proud of you, and I just, like, until I see your face again, Gran, I just want to say I love you, Gran.
On Facebook, if you're like going, mate, your Gran never knew how to turn the fucking volume up on the telly. When she was alive, she never knew how to put the central heating on. But jinx, she's died. Went up to heaven, somebody's presented her with an iPad upon arrival. Think your Gran's done a IT course. Think there's courses in heaven to pass the time, since it is eternity. Oh, fuck it, I'll do a 6-week IT course. Think your Gran is asking St. Peter for the Wi-Fi password up in heaven. St. Peter, that's on the wall, sweetheart. Paradise, the S is a 5. Fuck you and fuck your Gran, mate.